I want to give you some idea how to trace out power from your battery through the main switch to your power distribution throughout the motorcycle. I've got a test light. It's hooked up to the negative terminal on the battery. Okay, so anytime I touch a hot lug or connector, the test light will come on. The main power right off the battery is provided by a pretty heavy cable, probably about an 8 gauge cable, and that hooks up to from the positive terminal on the battery to the hot lug on the starter relay. That's this lower lug right here, and you notice the test light comes on when I touch that lower lug. It's the lug with the red cable, the big red cable from the battery connected to it. In addition to that large red cable, there's a small, probably about a 12 gauge wire, 14 to 12 gauge wire in that vicinity. It's the only fabric covered insulated cable on the motorcycle, or one of the only. This other black one here is also fabric covered. So this fabric covered cable right here is what provides power to the fuses. So if you trace this cable to this connector, you should have power at this connector. And you notice that the test light comes on. Should be able to see that. Test light comes on. Okay, and you want to make sure that you got power coming out of that connector. The test light should come on when you tie in to this side over here. And the test light comes on. From this connector, it has a red cable with a green trace that goes into this bundle right here. Okay, it runs through this bundle and loops around over here to the fuse block. Okay, and you want to make sure that you got power to both terminals on the fuse. If the fuse is blown, there won't be any continuity through the fuse, so the test light should come on when you touch the exposed terminal on the top of the fuse. There's two fuses, two 20 amp fuses. You can see the lights coming on, all of those, okay? Terminals are good. From the fuses, it runs to this connector right here, okay? And this connector provides power to the switch, the main switch. So this heavy red and black cable, looks like it's about a 12 gauge wire. It's where the power comes into the switch. Hopefully you can see the test light. Yep, test light comes on when I touch there, but when I touch the power out of the switch, the orange wire, I don't get a light. If I turn the switch on and I touch that orange wire, the test lamp lights up. Okay, so as I mentioned before, this switch gets crapped up. It gets all dirty and corroded on the inside. It'll really mess you up. It can be intermittent, or it can just break contact altogether and leave you stranded on the side of the road. That's why I always carry a jumper with me. Okay, so that's how power gets from the battery through the fuses to the switch and out of the switch.